Hi guys and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you my recipe for typical Eastern European dish, which is pierogi. This is kind of dumplings. This one will be filled with ricotta cheese and mashed potato filling, which sounds strange but is really delicious. Stay tuned and see how to make it. We start with the dough. So first we add our flour. I recommend to use the standing mixer because we will be working with a very hot dough. So you either do it with the standing mixer or you can just wait until it's a little bit cooler before you can work with it. Okay, so to the boiling water we add a little bit of oil and some salt. We mix it together and we pour it over the flour. And then we just combine it together. With the mixer you can do it straight away. With hands you have to wait until it's cooled down. In the beginning, when the dough is just combined, it is very stiff, so you cannot work with it. You have to relax it for at least 20 minutes. We just cover it and we leave it for 20 minutes. After this time, the dough relaxed a little bit, the gluten in the dough really, and then we can mix it. We mix it for another around 10 minutes until it's nice and soft. It is much more pliable right now. So right now we need to cover it with a cling film, set aside, and in the meantime you can prepare the filling. For the filling, the mashed potatoes, you can use the ready-made mashed potatoes or you can just boil potatoes and press them and leave them to cool down. We add the ricotta cheese. I use ricotta cheese because it is already creamy, so it's nice and very easy to combine with the mashed potatoes. We just smash it, combine it until we get an even nice paste. Then the filling is ready. Then what I'm serving the dumplings with is streaky bacon fried with onion. Absolutely wonderful combination, believe me. We just take the rashers of the bacon, we cut them, we put them on the pan, we heat it on a low heat first. When they start to fry, we can make the temperature a little bit higher. And when they are almost ready, we add the onion that is just roughly chopped, and we wait until the onion is cooked completely. Then we take it out of the heat. So basically this is how it looks like when it's ready. And right now we work with the dough. We take our dough, we cut just a piece of it, the rest we need to cover with a cling film. So the first method, you can do it with hand and a roller pin. So we just roll the dough until it's really thin. This is too thick. We have to be much thinner than this. It is quite a bit of elbow grease, to be honest, because this dough is very elastic, so it just comes together when you try to roll it out. So I will show you my other idea of how you can make it very easily at home. And then when the dough is rolled up to the thickness I like, I just take the cookie cutter, or I'm using the special devices I will be doing the dumplings with. The rest of the dough you can still use again, so just cover it with a cling film so it doesn't dry out. And right now, just a spoonful of the filling on top of each circle of the dough. And in order to make it easier for the dough to stick together, I always put a little bit of water on one side of the dough. As you can see, it is very easy to make these pierogis with this device, because you just press two sides together and that's it. Easy. And it's really beautiful. All of the pierogis are nice and even. All of them look exactly the same. So it's just nice uniformity on your plate afterwards. So that's how you make it. All of them. Don't forget about the water, because really it makes it easier for this to stick. This is my other technique. What you are using is a simple pasta maker. You just flatten the piece of the dough a little bit, not really too much. You put just tiny bit of flour on it so it doesn't stick too much. And then starting from the thickest option of the machine, you just roll it. I usually finish when I get to thickness number 2, because if you get to thickness number 1, it might be a little bit too thin, to be honest, for the filling to stay inside. When it comes to this technique, why I love it is because with rolling pin, it took me more than 5 minutes to roll this one piece of dough to the thickness I was not really happy with. With the pasta machine, I got to the thickness that I really like, which is nice and thin. And on top of that, it took me exactly 1 minute to do. So it's really, really easy, and it really makes your life easier. So that's why I use it when I'm doing any kind of dumplings, really. When it comes to dumplings themselves, you do it exactly the same way. You put a little bit of filling and you just press them together. This is what is the difference between the handmade and the pasta machine ones. You can see the thickness is really, really different. For me, I don't like them too thick because the dumpling for me is all about the filling and not about the dough. So I always prefer the dough to be thinner. And that's how all of them look like when they are ready. Now it's time to cook them. You bring the water to the boil, you add a little bit salt to it, and then you add the pierogis one by one to the boiling water. Not too many though, so they don't stick together. You cook them for around 2 minutes from the moment they float to the top. And that's how they look after cooking. You serve them with the streaky bacon fried with onion, and I also add a little bit of spring onion just for the side and the taste as well. They are absolutely delicious dish. I know it's not the most ordinary filling, but together with the fried bacon and onion, the dumplings come together beautifully. They are very, very soft. The dough is very elastic. It tastes amazing. You have to try them at least once. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the videos, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my future recipes. Thank you for watching and see you next time.